Sam. I am the Deputy Manager of the nursery in Belong, which is run by the charity Ready Generations. Ready Generations work in partnership with Belong to run our intergenerational village here. The Froebelian principles are echoed around the whole of the nursery, so they're seen in our mirrored care and learning curriculum and through everyday life within the nursery. We see everybody as an individual, so our children here, our older friends and the educators, everybody is seen as an individual, and we support that by meeting people where they are. Our first domain of our mirrored curriculum is See Me, Hear Me, Know Me. So we see everybody, we get to know them, their story, and that's the starting point with everybody that comes into the village.
The children sit and have their lunch in the bistro daily, and that encourages our older friends to come and say hello, and they share a skill of using the cutlery and self-serving their lunch, but in a social situation, a social environment that they'd be open to when they went to a restaurant. So they're learning the table manners and how important it is to sit and socialise and eat a meal together. I know a lot of our families are incredibly busy, that goes to everybody, but to sit down and have a meal with people and to have a discussion of what they've done that day, what vegetables have we got? Oh, I can grow those in the garden. The conversations just blossom.
Sitting at the lunch table, and I was amazed by the vocabulary of some of these children. Certainly when I was a child, we didn't use the words that they did. And I think that is something they definitely do gain from the intergenerational thing.
We have a weekly preamble, so every week our older friends and the children go out together and we walk the same way up towards the station and round past the canal. That's just about spending time together. As we're walking on our preambles, I hear conversations between the children and our old friends about what they can see. So that might be down at the railway station, the trains coming in, and they can develop towards conversations about where people are going, and then they can talk about their own holidays or where they're from. And then as we walk around, we talk about the history of the buildings that we can see. So there's a big shot tower in Chester. So one of our older friends explained why that was there and where that had come from. And then the children can take that back into things like block play, and they can recreate those structures and those buildings.
For me, a thing that really stands out when I first came to Ready Generations was the workshop. They fix toys. We have a little box here in the back, and if the paper is torn or something, the wheel's fallen off, we bring it to the box, and then with our older friends, we sit together with this box, and instead of throwing it away, we fix it. So the children are learning skills from our older friends, and especially one of the little girls whose bunny's ear fell off. One of our older friends had one of those old traditional sewing boxes where it still flops open. Now, I think my grandmother had one, but these children have never seen one. So for that grandfriend of ours to go through what all these little bits in her sewing box was, and to see her sew the little bunny ear on, was amazing. I was captivated by this moment. So it's these little things they feel. It's everyday little tasks that I think you take for granted, and that's Froebelian principles and his occupations.
For us to live in a place like this is not like living in a home, it's living with a family, because we're like the grandparents. The children can talk to you, we can see them developing, they eat with us. It's just an amazing place because we're never ever lonely.
We were at a previous nursery before we came here, and it didn't feel very family orientated, and she always wanted to come home, and now she just doesn't want to come home, ever. She knows everybody's name, and she's excited to come and do show and tell, and she goes on adventures all the time, and to the point now when we go out and she sees an old person in a wheelchair, she says hello to them.
You feel that you're taking part in society, actually, aren't you? We're all part and parcel of it, aren't we? There isn't a day doesn't go by when I say in my head, lucky, lucky children. They really are. They're blessed, you know.
One of the things for us that was really important about this nursery and why we wanted Cora to come here is because of our experiences with our eldest. He was very profoundly disabled and had a lot of learning difficulties. It was really important for Cora to grow up understanding that everybody has a value in the world, no matter what physical disabilities they might have, no matter what, communication difficulties they may have, that everybody has value, and we really wanted her to grow up seeing the whole spectrum of people and learning that, everybody matters.